I'm anti-ocean.
Yeah, not a fan either, especially with what's been going on in the news.
Oh yeah, the last 48 hours, the submarine,
Yeah.
the Titanic submarine.
Yeah.
Apparently, that's not the only aquatic tragedy happening right now. I heard something about I heard something about a boat full of migrants near Greece is missing.
Okay. Damn, this ocean just keeps gobbling people up.
I will tell anybody who will listen. We as a race, human race, not we as white.
We as a race.
We as the human race collectively know more about outer space than we do the ocean, and I can't emphasize how wrong I think that is.
Yeah, that is I don't know. It's why aren't people trying to understand the ocean?
That's what I'm saying. I like to think that maybe there's something telling us not to come down there. Not maybe aliens.
You think it's a Pacific Rim situation?
It could be. There could be giant robots. There could be giant Godzilla or
Kaiju.
Kaiju. That's right.
Yeah.
It truly, we don't know because we've never been.
Yeah. There's all these creatures that would never exist, and somehow they're all living down there.
Yes, I think. Did you see the trailer for the Meg 2?
I did.
I saw it when I saw The Flash and was like, oh my god, these movies are insane.
Are you gonna see the Meg 2?
I've never seen the Meg 1, but I'm not opposed to it.
You don't want to see Jason Statham single-handedly destroy a megalodon?
I kind of do, actually.
Yeah. This is also getting cut because this has nothing to do with anything. But this is, I remember the first Jurassic World movie. There's a scene where the one girl who is. Did you see the first Jurassic World?
Oh, I saw them all.
Okay, yeah. With just a random girl gets grabbed by a pterodactyl and then flies away, and then a fucking megalodon jumps up and eats the girl and the fucking pterodactyl, and that terrified me when I saw it.
To be fair, that girl sucked.
Did she suck? I thought
she fucking sucked. She was the two boys in the movie. They're
the babysitter.
visiting. Yeah, but she was very checked out. And
yeah, but I mean,
and kind of a biatch. So it was kind of if anyone's gonna go.
Yeah, I guess, but
it was either her or one of the kids, and I think Universal would probably step in at that point, be we can't on screen murder children.
That was something in the last one that came out. Did you? Yeah, you've seen the last one. Okay. None of the characters died, and I understand why none of the characters died, but I was also someone has to sacrifice.
I had the same note after I saw it. I think I watched it on a plane and was a lot of people didn't like the movie. I liked it because I like seeing everybody again. I'm an easy sell when it comes to shit like that. Yeah. But admittedly, I was I would have maybe Jeff Goldblum could have gotten Jeff Goldblum, stepped on.
There was a scene where he literally the T-Rex is about to eat them. Jeff Goldblum grabs a stick and sets it on fire. Yeah, and then I was okay, this is Jeff Goldblum's heroic ending.
Exactly. It would have been perfect.
But they all survived, which I guess, it's good for the franchise because now if they want to bring them back, they can, but
they don't need to.
Who knows if they're going to? And I don't know. I just felt like someone needed to go.
I agree. I 100% agree. I felt it was unfair. It was statistically, all these people would not have survived.
Yeah. And this is something else that bothered me about the Flash, but it's just all of this is none of this is going to be in the episode. You can make
clips or shorts or whatever.
Yeah, none of this is going to be in the episode, but
I'm fine with it.
Everything nowadays is just fucking. Let's just bring back the old we bring back Michael Keaton. We're going to bring back Jeff Goldblum. We're going to bring back Luke Skywalker. We're going to bring back the old Spider-Man. We're going to bring back
Roseanne.
Yeah, dude, fucking everything. And I know everybody this isn't something new that I've discovered.
Right.
This is something people have been saying. Indiana Jones. Fucking it's so frustrating how because it's when you see it in Ghostbusters. Oh yeah. Everything. It's just nostalgia we have to build a story around how do we get the old characters in the movie.
That is true.
And it's just fucking make something new. People are getting tired of it. Everyone keeps saying as much as it's fun to see it in the theater, I mean, they all make $1 billion, so like, and you know, it keeps them in the news because then you know they were like, oh, George Clooney shows up at the end of Flash, and then everyone's like, no fucking way, George Clooney shows up in I have to see it now, and it's like, sure, but now you have a shitty movie and people aren't going to respect you.
Now you know the ending.
Yeah, spoiler alert.
Oh no, yeah. Spoiler alert. Our bad. But like, if that's your selling point, then like, why even?
Yeah, like
why even go to the theater at least?
You shouldn't build a story around. You know, we gotta have Michael Keaton in this movie. What can we do? Because people love Michael Keaton now because of Birdman, and because people are getting nostalgic for the old Batman. So we have to get Michael Keaton in here, and then it's like, okay, like if you come up with an interesting story, which this movie did a fine job of, like, you know, they changed the universe, and so Michael Keaton's there. So
yeah, like
it makes sense in the story, but it's still like, give us a Flash movie that's not just, hey, remember General Zod? Oh, right, yeah, he's in the movie. Mm-hmm. Did you remember that? Do you remember Christopher Reeve? He's in the movie. Do you remember that Superman story that Kevin Smith told 100 times? That's in the movie.
That was such a treat to see in real life, though. Just like how insane.
Yeah.
Like, look at it on screen.
Yeah. I mean, it is a funny story, and I would have liked to have seen that. Like, I would have liked if that movie was made, but also, like, what does this do for the movie?
Oh, I get that. Yeah. It's, and yeah, I agree with you. The nostalgia boom is kind of overstaying its welcome. Not because, and I love all the nostalgia shit. Like, I watch all the reboots of movies and TV and all that, but we're going on like 10 plus years here.
Yeah.
Like it's time for some original shit.
It's got to be like, you know, you can have your old characters in the movie, but it has to, in my opinion at least, I know there's people who love it, but give us an interesting story. Don't just make it like, you know, there's literally, they pause when Andrew Garfield shows up in Spider-Man. They pause for the audience to clap because they're like, this is going to be the part where the audience claps.
Yeah, I can't stand that they're making that. I love that Andrew Garfield was in that movie.
Yeah.
I don't love how they are like catering to just a theater audience.
Yeah.
Like, this is only going to be in theaters for a month.
Yeah. Same thing with when George Clooney shows up in The Flash. That he like pauses for applause.
Yeah.
No one in my theater clapped. And someone was like, whoa, but like
I shit like that, I always start dying laughing.
Yeah. Not
like obnoxiously in the theater like I want to, but just kind of like
yeah.
And that was a definite moment for that.
When Harold Ramis shows up in Ghostbusters, that was just atrocious.
It was jarring, yeah.
I know people were like crying in the theater or whatever, but I was just like, this is not good. Like, this is not that it was like a bad movie or whatever, but it's not good that they did this.
Yeah, I agree. I really liked Afterlife, but I did feel like this is like, I don't know if morbid's the exact term, but it's just kind of like this is like when they brought back what's the general that's in Rogue One? Tarkin. I was like, this feels kind of dirty.
Yeah.
Which I guess, thinking about it now, I guess they did that in The Flash for that entire sequence, with the exception of like who's still alive, Nick Cage.
But I think that Nick Cage scene was, I don't know if that was CGI or if that was real.
Oh, that's fair.
I don't want to speak out of terms, but that looked CGI to me.
It was CGI.
Okay.
It was.
Anyways, Wolf of Wall Street.
Wolf of Wall Street.